Ice Cube takes us inside the barbershop. Untold stories and behind the scenes. Headline: Sit down with the legendary Ice Cube as he goes behind the scenes of the iconic Barbershop franchise. Body: In this exclusive interview, Ice Cube talks about returning as Calvin Palmer in Barbershop. The next cut: the evolution of the shop from male-dominated to co-ed, and the hilarious moments on set with Cedric the Entertainer, Common, and Nicki Minaj. We discuss why the Barbershop franchise continues to resonate. Wallace, Keith David, who secretly plans to turn it into a strip club. After spending a day at work and realizing just how vital the barbershop is to the surrounding community, Calvin rethinks his decision and tries to get the shop back, only to find out Wallace wants double the $20,000 he paid Calvin to return it, and before 7 p.m. that day, right after he admits to the employees that he sold the barbershop and that it would be closing at the end of the day, the police arrive to arrest one of the barbers, Ricky Michael Ely. Ricky is accused of driving his pickup truck into a nearby market to steal an ATM, but it's revealed that his cousin J.D., Anthony Anderson, committed the crime after borrowing Ricky's truck. As this would be Ricky's third strike, he could be sentenced to life in prison. Calvin uses the $20,000 from Lester to bail Ricky out of jail, but because J.D. was going to let Ricky take the fall without remorse, Ricky is still angry. Calvin reveals that he found a gun in Ricky's locker in the barbershop and shows it to him. They stop the car and Ricky throws the gun into the Chicago River, proving that he does not want to get into any more trouble. Then they both go to confront Lester, as well as J.D. and Billy, Lamar Tate, who took the ATM to Lester's place without his knowledge, still trying to pry it open. Calvin and Ricky demand that Lester give the barbershop back. Angered, Lester orders his bodyguard Monk, Kevin Morrow, to pull out his gun. The police arrive just in time to save Calvin and Ricky and arrest J.D. and Billy. Calvin and Ricky see the ATM and get a $50,000 reward for returning it to police. They get the money, and the barbershop reopens with even better business than before. In the meantime, Calvin's wife Jennifer, Jasmine Lewis, has given birth to a baby boy. Produced on a $12 million budget, Cedric Barbershop, with a story by Mark Brown and a screenplay by Brown, Marshall Todd, and Don D. Scott, was filmed in Chicago during the winter of 2001 to early 2002. The filmmakers used a storefront in the South Chicago community area, 79th Street and Exchange Avenue, that was once a laundromat to build the set for Calvin's barbershop, and the set was duplicated on a soundstage. Similar to what he achieved with his 1997 film, Soul Food, producer George Tillman Jr. wanted to portray African Americans in a more positive and three-dimensional light than many other Hollywood films had in the past. Producers Tillman and Robert Teitel picked Story to direct due to his preparedness. This film also features 3 original songs by R&B singer-songwriter Sherrod Lindsey. Days after the release of the film, Reverend Al Sharpton and the Reverend Jesse Jackson expressed public umbrage over comments made in the film about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr., with the former advocating for a boycott and the latter wishing for the dialogue to be excised from future editions. Neither of these requests would occur. Reception edit. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 82% of 125 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 6.610. The website's consensus reads, "Besides bringing on the laughs, Barbershop displays a big heart and demonstrates the value of community." Metacritic gives the film a weighted average score of 66 out of 100 based on 29 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. Audiences surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade A on an A+ to F scale. Roger Ebert gave the film 3 4-stars, saying that it is ungainly in construction but graceful in delivery. Frank Scheck from The Hollywood Reporter praised genuine nature of the characters but critiqued its use of cliches. A.O. Scott of the New York Times also critiqued the film's use of cliché characters, but noted that the sense of familiarity present in those clichés was a part of the film's charm. The jokes of the character Eddie Walker, Cedric the Entertainer, about Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks, the pastor's promiscuity with women, and Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit down, were criticized for defaming popular black figures. Reverend Jesse Jackson publicly asked for those jokes to be edited out of the movie on the DVD and VHS releases. In 2004, MGM released the sequel, Barbershop 2, Back in Business. All of the original cast returned, but director Tim Story did not. This film was directed by Kevin Rodney Sullivan. In the same year, Billy Woodruff directed a spin-off film entitled Beauty Shop, with Queen Latifah as the lead. Latifah's character made her debut in Barbershop 2. Beauty Shop was pushed back from a late summer 2004 release and finally reached in theaters on March 2005. During the fall of 2005, State Street and Ice Cube debuted Barbershop, the series on the Showtime cable network, with Omar Gooding taking over Ice Cube's role of Calvin. The character Dinka is renamed Yinka on Barbershop. The series, as Dinka is not a typical Nigerian name, although a certain tribe in the Nigerian Middle Belt bears the name Dimka. In addition, Isaac's last name is changed from Rosenberg to Bryce, and the character Ricky has been replaced by a more hardened ex-con, Romadale. In 2014, a third Barbershop film was announced, titled Barbershop: The Next Cut. In late March of that year, MGM executives revealed that they have been negotiating deals with Ice Cube to appear in the film. A year later, MGM announced that the studio has been setting up deals with Cedric the Entertainer, Queen Latifah, Lisa Mafia, and Nicki Minaj to appear in the film. Malcolm D. Lee directed the film, and New Line Cinema distributed it. The film was released on April 15, 2016. Barbershop soundtrack. A soundtrack containing hip-hop and R&B music was released on August 27, 2002 by Epic Records. It peaked at number 29 on the Billboard 200 and number 9 on the top R&B hip-hop albums.